Xtreme, them gains, extreme shit we see, extreme. Wanna know if I corrupt shit? Well, listen to what I see. An algorithmic money making, taking, flipping, fucking scheme. And if you let it, they'll get it. They'll gut you till you bleed. A lot of y'all get fucked by the fucking if you think it's free. Yeah, it's me, the team, the extreme.
What's up, y'all? What's up, YouTube? What's up, Extreme Gainz family? I'm Chuck, and this is Extreme Gainz. I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I say is or ever will be financial advice. Please do not take it as such. Today is Tuesday, November 15th, 2022, and this is my AMC GME and SPY Tuesday daily update and preparation video for tomorrow and beyond. As always, I hope you all had a great day in the market both yesterday and today. More importantly, I hope you made some extreme gains for yourselves. I'm going to go over all my regulars, my snake algo method for all three tickers, some macro comparatives, and some side-by-side projections from Sunday's weekly update and prep video, and the fulfillment of those projections with both yesterday and today's price action. So with all of that said, let's dig in. Real quick reminder, I will be live streaming here on the YouTube channel and on the Twitch channel tomorrow all day long, starting at 9 a.m. Eastern until market close. Don't forget about it. Set a reminder, come by, hang out with us, trade with us, bullshit with us, all that good stuff. I hope to see you all then. Moving on to everything else, a pretty kick-ass start to the week so far. I have had a personal monster week so far the first 2 days. The Extreme Gainz Premium and General Discord members have also been knocking it out of the park. Congratulations to all of you on your extreme gains. They are well deserved. My extreme gains for today from my scalp setups on the 7 tickers that I set up every single day provided 14 separate entries from trigger, the highest ROI today being 400%. The next one down 200%, and I had 2 of those, and then 60% down to 25% and multiples of them to round out that list for today. Super happy and grateful for those as always, and I hope all of you out here in YouTube land, in our extended family, were able to do something similar and make some extreme gains for yourselves. Moving on to the charts. Currently on your screen is AMC and my current intra-week snakes. AMC finished the day today as projected up 8.31% in regular trading hours, currently down 1.01% in after hours trading at 787. The current intra-week snakes on your screen are what I am tracking. The red is the day prior to, green is the day of the previous divergence and completion of fulfillment of the previous intra-week snake. The day of divergence in its straight up position, you can see that once again we continue to fulfill both yesterday and today, and you can see where we are at within that. Here is the side-by-side from Sunday's weekly update and prep video. The location of price action within it, the projection from it for a continuation to upside, and the fulfillment of it here, like I said, with yesterday and today's price action. You can see what the projection is from it moving forward into tomorrow and beyond if price action were to continue to fulfill it. Then the day prior to, in its straight up position, was right here. And you can see likewise, both yesterday and today, price action continued to fulfill its projection. Here is the side-by-side from Sunday's weekly update and prep video. The location of price action within it, the projection from it, and the dead on 100% candle for candle fulfillment of it with yesterday and today's price action. You can see what the projection is from it moving forward into tomorrow and beyond if price action were to continue to fulfill it in this position. I did talk more in depth about both of these and the initial placement stage that I am currently in with these new potential intra-week snakes. I am still stuck in that position until a top is recognized and realized with a rejection and a move back downside to go ahead and give me that data and that confidence to move forward with them in that position for hopefully potential future dead on projections and then obvious subsequent fulfillment. So that is where I'm at. But right now in the positions that we just looked at and that I discussed in the weekly update and prep on Sunday are still valid and intact as they stand, as you just saw. From a technical perspective on AMC, I had spoke about this in numerous update and prep videos. My levels within, they are all still intact. The 790 significant level of support and resistance is now acting as resistance as I anticipated it doing. We did get the move above the 680 neckline and we went directly to the 790 as well as anticipated. And you can see that we are currently just underneath that 790 right now at 789. If we can breach that and invalidate this double top from rejecting back downside, then I do believe this moves at a minimum to the $9 potential macro third level that I have sitting up there waiting for it, that's been there for quite some time. However, the opposite would be potentially true to the downside. If this were to put in that double top and realize it and reject back downside, I would then be anticipating a move back down to that 680 macro neckline. And that is everything that I am looking at with AMC from an intra-week snake and technical setup moving into tomorrow and beyond. The macro comparative, as you are mostly all aware of, is the double-double from prior to the January 2021 run-up that I have been tracking and using on the channel for about a year now, that projected our most recent lows of that 505 bottom that we just put in, and it projected that a year ago and has continued to track throughout. The most recent and current position of it is as you see it on your screen, and our current price actions location within it is right there. And you can see once again today and yesterday, we continue to fulfill it as it was projecting. Here's the side-by-side from Sunday's weekly update and prep video, the location of price action within it, the upside projection from it, and the fulfillment of it. You can see what the projection is from it moving forward into tomorrow and beyond if price action were to continue to fulfill it. And that is everything that I am looking at with AMC. Up next is GME. GME finished the day today up 5.91% in regular trading hours, currently down 0.14% in after hours, trading at 27.55. The current intra-week snakes that I am tracking are on your screen. Red is the day prior to, blue is the day of, the divergence from the previous intra-week snake and completion of fulfillment of it. And in the positions that I went over in this update and prep and that I am tracking, both of which in their mirrored position to project that downside and that singular V-shaped recovery bounce off of the 2170 significant level that fulfilled absolutely dead on candle for candle, puts both of these, like I said, in their mirrored position. And you can see once again today and yesterday, we continued to fulfill both of them as projected. Here is the side-by-side from Sunday's weekly update and prep video. The location of price action within it, the projection from it, and the fulfillment of it here with yesterday and today's price action. You can see what the projection is from them moving forward into tomorrow and beyond if price action were to continue to fulfill them. Now, yes, I know this did overshoot the initial placement of these that I was tracking. I've talked about the initial placement and the vertical ability with these after I get the data received for those 3 data points for that initial placement. So we are just above, and I'm going to go ahead and get in tight here so you can see that, but they have continued to fulfill, and I do believe they are still valid and still intact to continue to fulfill as they were projecting and as they were projecting. Now, the only thing I would like to add to GME is that the day prior to, like I said, both are in their mirrored position. This early move to the downside in its straight up position could be just as likely to be a move to the upside. So if that were to continue, specifically right now, because it's signaling that by that little bit of an overshot of the initial projection from the initial placement of them. So if it were to do that, I'm looking at the significant level of that 2780 to upside. And if price action were to breach that to upside, that would be potentially considered a continuation of fulfillment if it were to in fact then continue to do so. So likewise, the the significant levels of support and resistance that I'll be looking at are the same ones that have been intact for a minute. Like I just said, 2780 to upside brings the macro neckline of 2980 if and when that were to fulfill in its straight up position for that upside movement. If it were to reject and come back downside, obviously I will continue viewing this in its mirrored position, and I gave it some vertical extension on the placement to encompass that extra move to the upside for the time being. It's either going to be that rejection hard back downside for the continued mirrored fulfillment to the downside as you see it, or potentially the continued fulfillment of the day of divergence in blue here as you see it with that upcoming consolidation just above the macro ascending level of support. And that is everything that I'm looking at with GME moving into tomorrow and beyond. Up next is SPY. SPY finished the day today up 0.85% in regular trading hours, currently down 0.2% in after hours, trading at 397.70. The current intra-week snakes, the set of 3 that I have been looking at and tracking, are as followed. Red would be a day prior to only, dependent upon what happens as a continuation of fulfillment with these 3 moving forward. Here was and is its position and our price actions position within it. Here's the side-by-side from Sunday's weekly update and prep video. The location of price action within it, the upside projection from it. This needs to come down a little bit, my bad. And the continued fulfillment of it here with yesterday and today's price action. You can see what the projection is from it moving forward into tomorrow and beyond if price action were to continue to fulfill it. Then I have the orange one, the day, either the day prior to or the day of the divergence from the previous intra-week snake, dependent upon what happens here moving forward with the continuation of fulfillment. Here is the side-by-side from Sunday's weekly update and prep video, the location of price action within it, the projection from it, and the dead-on 100% fulfillment of it with yesterday and today's price action. You can see what the projection is from it moving forward into tomorrow and beyond if price action were to continue to fulfill it. Then last but not least for the intra-week snakes would be the day of only, again dependent upon the continuation of fulfillment moving forward. And you can see in its position the continued fulfillment of it as it was projecting. And here is the side-by-side from Sunday's weekly update and prep video, the location of price action within it, the projection from it, and the fulfillment of it here with yesterday and today's price action. You can see what the projection is from it moving forward into tomorrow and beyond if price action were to continue to fulfill it. Now, again, I do know this one here did not make that level to the 410, 411 as it was projecting with that volatility to upside, at least not today. I do think there could be potential for that to still be intact even if it doesn't, or possibly if that move were to happen tomorrow. I would say anything past, I believe, tomorrow, and this thing starts getting a little bit out of sorts, but I do believe it could have some horizontal extension if needed moving forward. If I invalidate it, I will keep it off to the side and continue to track it throughout just in case its relevance becomes on the table again and still intact. But in that position, I do believe it is considered continued fulfilled at the moment. And obviously that will all be dependent upon the continued fulfillment moving forward. So that is everything from an intra-week snake perspective. Then last but not least is the macro comparative for SPY from the 2008-2009 correction and crash in its straight up position. And this has been tracked just like AMC's macro double bottom for a year now. And in its most recent position, you can see the continued fulfillment of it, our location within it. Here is the side-by-side from Sunday's weekly update and prep video, the location of price action within it, the projection from it, and the fulfillment of it here with yesterday and today's price action as discussed in the update and prep video. You can see what the projection is from it moving forward into tomorrow and beyond if price action were to continue to fulfill it. Now, we talked about in that update and prep video about the room for consolidation here, and then obvious downside projection moving forward, and nothing but that to continue to fulfill it in its straight up position, and obviously continue to replicate 2008, 2009 correction and now crash. And this is what I've considered the dead cat bounce, and this would be then the fall cliff for the continuation of the crash. However, we also talked about this potentially being in the mirrored position, as it would replicate that moving forward as well throughout this ascending consolidation that it's been displaying. And in that mirrored position, it puts us right here, and you can see the continued fulfillment of it and what that projection would look like moving forward into tomorrow. I'm sorry, right there. Tomorrow and beyond if price action were to continue to fulfill it. We discussed this as well. Obviously, that would indicate a potential move back down to the macro ascending level of support. And then at that point would be the determination between mirrored fulfillment, bounce to the upside, or the breach of that for the continued 08-09 fulfillment in its straight up position. My friends, my family, that is everything I have for this video and everything I have that I am personally looking at and tracking and following for AMC, GME, and SPY moving into specifically tomorrow and beyond. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you all very much. I greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to smash the like button on the way out. Leave me a comment. Let me know how you did in the market yesterday and today. Again, don't forget, I'll be live streaming here tomorrow all day long from 9 a.m. Eastern until market close here on the YouTube channel and on the Twitch channel. Make sure you come by and say what's up. If I don't talk to you tomorrow, good luck in the markets tomorrow. Make some extreme gains for yourselves, and then I will talk to you all on the next update and prep video. For the rest of y'all, I'll see you all tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your night. Later.